There are so many videos on how to grow your hair faster, but most of them never help my hair growth journey at all. So I tried out multiple ways to grow my hair faster, and I can finally say that I know the secrets to fast hair growth. Just take a look at my hair growth over the last few months. And after you finish watching this video, I can assure you your hair will grow faster if you apply all the tips correctly. Tip number 1 is getting a haircut. I know this sounds a bit weird, but getting a haircut while growing your hair out is extremely important. First of all, let me explain you why I recently got a haircut even though I'm still growing out my hair. I haven't been at the hair salon for like 2 months, and it started for me to get harder to take care of my hair. So I was thinking, I'm gonna go to my hairstylist, and she's first of all gonna give me more confidence again with my hair growth journey and tell me if we actually need to cut my hair or if we can do at least something. So when I get back home, it's easier to take care of my hair again. And what did we do? I went to the salon and she explained me everything. How long I should still grow out my hair, what I can do now to improve my hair, what I can do to improve my styling, and then we talked about the haircut. And literally what we did is we removed some bulk from my hair. She didn't touch the ends at all, because if you take a look at my ends still look clean. And if your ends aren't breaking off, why would you cut it? There's so many people out there saying, you have to cut your ends for your hair to grow faster. No. Because you're gonna make your hair shorter again. Only if you have split ends, then yes, you have to cut your ends. But if you don't have split ends, just keep that length. And yeah, if you take a look at my hair now compared to last week, you can clearly see a difference in the bulk of my hair. Because last week my hair looked extremely bulky, and now I still have the same length, but it seems like I got a haircut, even though I didn't get a haircut. We only thinned out my hair. This is why it is extremely necessary to go to the hair salon every couple months, even though you want to grow out your hair. This was just the first tip on how you can grow your hair faster. And make sure you watch all the next ones, because the last one is the most important one for faster hair growth. Tip number 2, you have to have healthy hair. It is extremely important to take care of your scalp, your mids, and your ends. A lot of people really underestimate how important it is to take care of those parts, because if you don't, your hair won't grow. And if you do, your hair will grow faster. So let me go in detail how you properly take care of each part. So tip number 3 is gonna be how to properly take care of your scalp. The most important thing for your hair to grow faster is your scalp has to be clean, because the new hair is growing out of your scalp, and you want that hair to be healthy right away. Because if you don't take proper care of your scalp, your hair will start to grow bad from the scalp, and then it's not even gonna make it to the bottom. So how are you gonna have a clean scalp? A clean scalp means it's not too dry and not too oily. It's just normal. For most people with oily hair, you have to get rid of them oils for proper hair growth. You will never get rid of that oily scalp, and you will never get healthy hair. Now going over to the dry side, I had an extremely dry scalp a few months ago. And I was always wondering, how can I get rid of my dry scalp? Because I knew I have to get a healthy scalp for my hair to grow better and faster. And the first thing I was doing is I stopped using shampoo, which is completely wrong, because I was still using a bunch of products and not washing my hair. And that led to extreme product buildup. Then I started washing my hair with the shampoo, and I felt like after that shampoo, my scalp was even drier. And the ingredients in the shampoo weren't really made for my scalp type. Because like I said, my scalp was dry, and I was using a shampoo that had ingredients in them that helps you to get rid of oils, even though I would need more oils because my scalp is dry. So simply, I just switched up my shampoo, and all of a sudden, all of my problems just went away with the dry scalp. What I just talked about is how important washing is. I said that I stopped washing my hair for a couple of weeks, and then I realized how dry my scalp got. And a lot of people think the less you wash your hair, the better. Yes, that's true, but you should not skip hair wash days if your hair is already greasy or extremely flaky. So let's say you're a person that sweats a lot, like me. I sweat a lot because I go to the gym very frequently, and that's why I have to wash my hair more frequently. Because if I don't, there's gonna be the sweat and all that buildup in my hair. If I don't wash that off, my scalp won't be clean, and that's gonna lead to not proper hair growth. So always make sure you wash your hair when it is dirty. Don't wash it too early and don't wash it too late. Just take a look at your hair, and if you see it getting a little bit oily or too dry, you have to wash it right away. Don't be afraid of washing it, please. I also started mentioning which shampoo type you should get if you have a drier or an oilier scalp, but let me tell you which shampoo you should use if you have a normal scalp. If the shampoo that you are using right now isn't the proper shampoo, then you might end up getting an oilier scalp or a more dry scalp. So if your general hair type seems to be a little bit more dry, like me, you should use a moisturizing shampoo. A shampoo that has a lot of oils in them. Even though your hair is looking good, it keeps your scalp moisturized, and it will never get you into the direction of having dry hair. But on the other side, let's say your hair tends to be more oily, but it is still normal, you should use a shampoo that helps get rid of them oils without stripping away all the oils, like making your hair too dry. I can't say it enough, but it is so important to get the right shampoo for your scalp type. And another good way to take care of your scalp is when you wash your hair, use a scalp scrubber. Sure, you can also just use your fingertips, but the good thing is using a scalp scrubber improves the blood flow in your scalp, which means more blood in your scalp will lead to better and faster hair growth. And yes, I think that the scalp scrubber gives you a way better blood flow than your fingertips. But another thing I like to do is when I'm just watching TV or so, I'm letting my girlfriend massage my head because this just feels so nice with her fingers, and at the same time it's better for your hair growth. Now that you should know how to properly take care of your scalp, let's move over to the midds. Tip number 4 is take proper care of your midds. The longer your hair gets, the more important it is to take care of it. And now with the midds are the part of your hair that need a lot of moisture. And how do you get a lot of moisture? With a conditioner or a hair mask. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I wash my hair about 2 to 3 times a week. It really depends on how much I work out, if I go swimming, and if I record a lot of videos. But a lot of people really underestimate how important it is to use a conditioner or a hair mask. Let me tell you why it is so important to use a hair mask. The thing with a hair mask is it gives you this extreme hydration. And I know there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, my hair is already so moisturized, but guys, trust me, no one has really perfect hair. You can always do a bit better. So I would recommend every single one of you guys out there who wants to grow faster and healthier hair, use weekly hair mask. For people with finer or oilier hair, I would recommend you to get a lightweight mask. And for people with thicker and drier hair, I would recommend to get an intensive hydration mask. But why is it even so important to use a conditioner or a hair mask after using shampoo? Because the shampoo strips away most of the natural oils your scalp produces for your hair to stay moisturized. And the conditioner or hair mask rebuilds that moisture. But one thing you gotta avoid is that you should never use the conditioner and the hair mask on the same day, because the hair mask is about 10 times what the conditioner does. So if you wash your hair only once a week, only use a hair mask. If you wash your hair 2 times a week, use 1 time the hair mask and 1 time the conditioner. If you wash your hair 3 times or more often, just 1 time the hair mask, and on all the other days you should just use a conditioner. The next step to properly take care of your midds after using a hair mask or a conditioner is to use a leave-in conditioner. So many people miss out on that, but let me explain you why it is so important. The hair mask or the leave-in conditioner gives you all the hydration your midds need, but that's only gonna last for 1 to 2 hours. And you know what's gonna happen after that? The hydration is gonna be gone. And that is why you have to lock the moisture in with a leave-in conditioner. You just have to do it. After using a hair mask, leave-in conditioner. After using a conditioner, leave-in conditioner. It is just so important for every hair type. Again, for people with finer, oilier hair, I would recommend a spray leave-in conditioner. And for people with thicker and drier hair, I would recommend a cream. Another thing that people miss out when taking care of your midds is applying heat protectant. Especially during the summer season, I realized my hair tends to be a little bit drier. And why is that? Because I'm walking around outside and my hair is exposed to the sun. And the sun is gonna give you some damage too. So either you wear a hat to protect your hair, or you use a heat protectant. And the heat protectant is not only good for protecting your hair from the sun, also from blow drying. So whenever I diffuse my hair, I have to apply a heat protectant because I don't want to hurt my hair as much. And the midds and ends are going to be hurt a lot if you do not use a heat protectant when you diffuse your hair. And for people that say they don't need a heat protectant because they let their hair air dry, one thing you got to consider is don't go into the sun then. And when you go into the sun, use a hat. And when you let your hair air dry, do not touch it because it's going to give you a lot of frizz and your hair is in its most fragile state when it is wet. So also make sure you don't touch any car seat or anything with your hair. Now that you know how to properly take care of your midds, let me tell you how to properly take care of your ends. Tip number 5 is taking care of your ends. Taking care of your ends is extremely easy, but so many people miss out on it. It's really not a lot what you have to do daily. It's only one thing you have to do, and that is using hair oil. So many people skip on it, and I don't know why. just use a lightweight hair oil that's gonna seal the hair cuticle at the end, because the ends are the most important part of your hair strand when it comes to proper hair growth. Because if your ends always split or just break off, you're cooked, because your hair will never grow longer. So how do I use the hair oil then? What I do is, after waking up, I just grab the hair oil, apply it into my palm, and then rub it in my palms. I heat it up a bit in my palms, and then I just apply it all over my hair, focusing very much on the ends, because that's gonna protect your ends all day long. And that's literally it. You just have to do that every single day in the morning. And when you have a wash day and you style your hair freshly, I would recommend it to do it twice. But applying hair oil is really, really essential for your ends, because you took proper care of this part of your hair when it was up here, and you took proper care when it was here. But if you don't keep taking proper care of the ends when it is down here, then all this growth that your hair made till down here was for nothing. It was all wasted, because you're gonna cut it off and then your hair has to grow again. Taking care of your hair like that is pretty simple, isn't it? But now let me go over to the game changer that really changed everything for me when it comes to faster hair growth. Tip number 6 is fixing your health. I always hear so many people complaining, why is my hair not growing? I'm taking proper care of my scalp, of my mids and my ends, but my hair is still not growing. But then you see them either smoking, eating fast food, sleeping barely, and not hydrating enough. And then I'm just thinking to myself, you have the problems right in front of you and you don't know why. I can't help these people, but fixing your health is really the key to faster hair growth. It's the key to everything for an overall healthy life, not just hair growth. But when I started sleeping 7 to 9 hours every night, I realized, damn, my hair is starting to grow better. I feel more relaxed. My mental health is better. Everything is better. I realized, damn, I know now why most people always say sleep is so important, because it is, not just for your overall health, also for your hair health. Nutrition, yeah, nutrition is super important, because most people, they just take supplements and think, oh, it's gonna be fine. But I think it's most important to get most nutrients out of your diet and then supplement the rest that is not possible to get into your system with just your diet. Good nutrition, a high protein diet with a good amount of healthy fats, low sugar, and non-processed carbs, it's gonna be really good for your hair growth, because you're gonna get all the nutrients your body and your hair needs through your diet, and that's just gonna make your hair grow 10 times faster. Hydration is not only just drinking water, you gotta make sure that you have electrolytes in there. I always add a pinch of Himalayan salt into my water just to get those electrolyte hydration benefits from the water. Because if you don't and you just drink plain water, the water is just gonna flush through your body and you're gonna pee it out. Yeah, that's not proper hydration. Until this day, so many people always tell me, damn, you're so lucky with your hair. You have such good hair genetics and everything. But they don't know that I take care of my health, because those are the people, like I mentioned earlier, that don't sleep a lot, that have a trash diet, and they don't even hydrate. So please implement all the tips that I mentioned earlier, and on top of that, make sure to implement this tip number 6, because this is going to assure you to grow your hair 10 times faster. I really wish for your hair to grow 10 times faster now. If you want to use the same products that I'm using, make sure to click the link in the video description so you can get on my Amazon storefront, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to have healthier hair. YouTube recommends you to watch this video. Peace.